5 on the clock. On the wing, Payton. Rebound by the Clippers. Divac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Love outside. And another 3 for the Clippers.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now here's Payton. He's got 11. Fires top of the key. And he connects with the jumper. Payton's got 13 points.
The master at dicing and slicing up defenses, Payton excels at reading pick and rolls and capitalizing in them.
Left side, Dan. Here's Phillips. Ogden against Payton. Outside, Dan. Here's the 3. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And stolen by Love. And now it's Dang running. Here we go. All the way. On the basket by Divac.
Nice little bounce in their step since the break. 3 for 4 to start the half.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Barry's checked in for the Clippers. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. The Clippers in second.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
Bucks trail by 8. Now here's Payton. He's got 13. Here's Bull. Yep, that one goes. Bull's got 8 points.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Phillips passes to Deck. And here's Love. Here's Divac. 8 points for him. Over Bull. And it's Divac missing.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Ariza kicks to Payton. Pass to Thomas. From the arc. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. He's got 18.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Now here's Phillips. After the miss by Lou Alden. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Payton outside. Pass to Thomas. To the middle. Payton left side. Over to the left wing. Bullard can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Kicks it out to Love. Outside Dan. Outside Phillips. Here's Barry. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Bullard. And that's collected by Love. Deng kicks to Billups. To the paint. Here's Love. And the dunk by Love.
Although Love plays with a lot of finesse, I love seeing him throw it down like that, showing how he can still elevate with the best of them.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Different look for Milwaukee. Haddadi's checked in, and Michael Redd has subbed in for Gary Payton. Whitehead's checked in for the Clippers. Porter comes in for Chauncey Billups. Michael Redd is on the wing. Thomas, it's a wide open look, bangs home the trifecta. Thomas got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Bucks.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Whitehead's shot is off. Bucks trail by 6. Thomas passes to Redd. As against Porter. Thomas kicks to Redd. Just 4 to shoot. The 3 from Thomas. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Divac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Whitehead. Good D by Ariza. Bucks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Here is Haddadi, defended by Divac. From the left block, yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Haddadi.
Got himself into really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
Pass to Barry. Fires the 3. That shot off.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. He squares up and sinks it. Thomas got 23 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Kevin Love has been leading the charge for the LA Clippers. How about this? He scored 30 points from beyond the arc so far. His long-range game is on today. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
You got to make the right play like you've been doing all night, all right? They're going to try to help and tag. You got to make the right play, finish, or make the right pass, all right?
Well, you know what, Greg? You got to like what Coach Ty Lue is saying, telling his guys to take what they see.
I mean, keep it simple. Don't rush it. Let's just stay focused. Really good advice.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. With D-Bot sitting on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue is going with. Toppin is out there with Dang. Then it's Porter. Then there's Pollard. And it's Whitehead in at the shooting guard position. Now, here's Payton. Pass to Ingles. Now, here's Fry. Toppin covering. And Fry kicks to Payton to take the lead. It's hauled in by Luol Deng.
Can't seem to find the range here in the second. He did a great job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Whitehead over Red. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Ingles passes to Fry. Outside Dang. Here's Pollard. Lays it up off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 4. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
Now Dang. After the missed 3 from Gary Payton. To the middle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead. Pass to Red. Back to Payton. The 3. Toppin pulls it in.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Toppin sets a screen for Porter. And a miss there on the triple. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. To the inside. Here's Fry, and Fry slams it in.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Let's go, everyone. Give it up for your Fox home crew.
Levi's is checked in for Los Angeles. Love comes in for Toppin. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now, here's Porter. Outside Dang. Pass to Whitehead. Clippers moving the ball around. Back to Porter. Shot clock at 5. And he makes good on the layup. Porter's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Offside Thomas. Back to Payton. Three-pointer. Devon's the rebound. Devon's has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Porter. The kick out to Dang. He goes up again. The layup good by Porter. And it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Payton outside. Jacks up a 3. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And Los Angeles with some changes. Brogdon, he's checked in for Whitehead. And Chauncey Billups is subbed in for Porter. Here's Bullard. He's guarded by Love. Shoots the 3. Love pulls it down.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Outside Dang. Now Love beyond the arc. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Bucks trail by 11. Thomas with the ball. Six on the shot clock. And down goes the three.
The shot from Payton right now, so pure. Even without a lot of time to get set, he's able to make that one look so smooth.
Now here's Love. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Thomas with the ball. He's guarded by Billups. Outside Thomas. They set the pick. Love pulls it down.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Outside Billups. Pivot sets a screen. The three doesn't go.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Los Angeles.
The key here, guys, were second chance points.
And they pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Love.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Now here's Billups. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Good! Another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And so it's Milwaukee now. It's a 13-point game. Rebounded by Brogdon. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, and Harlan, thanks for being with us. But as we go, let's take a look at
Hello and welcome to Saturday Night. And if you're a fan of strong post play, you're in for a treat tonight.
Boy, Pierre, you remember when the conversation was you don't need centers anymore? Guess what? We're back at it. 2 of the best at the 5 spot in this one.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Chris Paul out there with Austin Reeves. Then it's Brandon Ingram, and it's Okafor in at center. Drops in the 3.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Buries it from 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Exum. Jennings passes to Exum. And here's Capella. Some nice passing by Indiana here. And stolen by Paul. Pass to Hendricks. Now here's Reeves. Fires for 3. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Oh, the release, the height. Reeves really knows his three-point shot inside and out.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Jennings, no good. Toronto has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And for head coach Rick Carlisle, this is the 3rd stint with the Indiana Pacers.
He begins as an assistant coach with them back in 1997, leaves the organization, but returns as the head coach in 2003, leaves after 2007, and then back in 2021, and now, of course, the winningest coach in franchise history.
Paul, shot is off. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Exum passes to Jennings. And there's the screen. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Hendricks. The Raptors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Reeves. Back to Paul. Launches it. And again, Toronto, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Exum, right wing. Jennings passes to Exum. Here's Jennings. Indiana needs to get off a shot here. Marajao can't hit.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Outside Ingram. And there's a pick. Pass to Reeves. Pulls it from 20. No luck on that one. Some solid defense from Exum. Pacers trail by 3. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Jennings. Exum outside. They still need this. Hits a three-pointer. Jennings has got 6 points.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. And now a moment for the 2K leaderboards. The top scoring teams in the NBA. 5th, the Pacers.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
Outside Ingram. Toronto passing it around. Pass to Paul. The 3. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Well, we all know Chris Paul has a consistent three-point shot.
Here's Jennings. He's guarded by Paul. Here's Jennings. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Jennings has gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Toronto's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Pass to Hendricks. Now here's Ingram. He shoots it. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Ingram's got 5.
Well, that's why Ingram has been an all-star. He gives your team spacing, and he doesn't need the rock to score.
Here's Exum. Here's Jennings. Another 3 for Indiana.
Off to a fantastic start. He's 4 for 5. Watch out.
And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for the Raptors. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
Not going to go that time.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump.
Pass to Jennings. 3-pointer. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Now here's Reeves. Paul for three. Capella with a rebound.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own three.
Jennings passes to Exum. Here's Jennings. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Hendricks.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Reeves, the pass to Paul. Outside Ingram. Outside Paul. 5 to shoot. Fires the three. That won't go either for Paul. Pass to Exum. And he throws it down with one hand.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Pacers out in front. They lead by 5. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Indiana.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
So for Toronto right now, we've got Barnes, Edwards out there with Jakob Poeltl, and it's Barros in at the 1 spot. Down low. Here's Concact, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Outside Edwards. Outside Barnes. Picked by Poeltl. To the inside. Stolen! Here's Pondexter. He's guarded by Barnes. Pass to Van Horn. Here's Jennings. Fires the three. They get the rebound. Out left to the wing. Here's the three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
This is the value of having those stretch bigs. Very hard to contest that jumper.
Barros passes to Barnes. Now Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I love the do-it-all approach by Scotty Barnes. That's a nice assist there.
Pacers leading by 6. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Switch here. More teams are playing 5 out outdoors. So if you're coaching, is that a system you'd run?
It is, BA, because so many players come into the league highly skilled. If you are a 3-tool player, meaning you can shoot it, deck it, and pass it, and you've got 5 guys like that, look out. It is so hard to guard.
Here's Pondexter. He's guarded by Barnes. It's stolen by Ingram. And now the Raptors on the break. The three. Pacers with a rebound.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Here's Jennings. He's guarded by Paul. Verajao. And he banks in the layup.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Raptors trail by 8. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. For Indiana, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Back to Brown. It's a nice passing by Indiana here. To the paint. Here's Verajao. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
He drops it from range.
Yeah, good shooter from out there. Ingram helping to space the floor.
Here's Jennings. He's guarded by Paul. Here's Verajao. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Here's Mark Jordan. Everybody, make some noise. Here's Mark Jordan. Everybody, make some noise.
Okafor is checked in. Some small forwards who find open teammates. The assist leaders over the last month. Scotty Barnes is second.
The selfless attitude of this group of wings is a breath of fresh air. I mean, they're all about doing what's best for the team.
Well, you see plenty of that when any of these guys are on the floor. They're each very good at keeping their options open, trying to find the best possible shot on every trip, and no individual agendas. That's crucial.
Paul for 3. It's hauled in by Van Horn.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Stackhouse, the pass to Exum. Here's Jennings. They set the pick. Again, the Pacers. Good for 2 more.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Gets the 3 ball to go. Paul's got 6.
Well, Chris Paul, as efficient a shooter as you'll find, and in the catch-and-shoot situation, he is money.
Pass to Jennings for 3. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Now Paul, he's got 6. Out to the right wing. Okafor passes to Reeves. And here's Barnes. Shot clock at 6. The 11-footer. Paul with another miss. Indiana leading by 11. Here's Jennings from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Jennings has got 8 points in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Pass to Okafor. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game.
That's a nice read from Scotty Barnes. This guy understands how and when to deliver the basketball.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Checked in for Indiana. The Raptors also with a sub. Hendricks is checked in. And here are the Pacers now. This game against Toronto here. It's their first look at the Raptors. Pass to Jennings. Back to Exum. Let's go with a 3. Jennings, no good.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Hendricks. Now here's Ingram. Oh, sweet move. Not enough on that one as it misses. Indiana leading by 12. Here's Jennings. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Here's Varejao. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First team foul. One shot. Anderson Varejao.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Hendricks. And here's Ingram. Oh, a special move before that shot. Ingram's got 10.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Jennings' shot is good. And the Pacers lead by 16.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And it's Paul with the ball for Toronto. To the middle. Here's Hendricks. Good work there as it goes. Hendricks has gotten his first points of the night. And so it's the Indiana Pacers up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. Coach, what's the message that you're going to deliver to the guys in the locker room?
You know, we just got to maintain energy. We're playing against a team that's a really good team. We got to keep turnovers down. We got to rebound.
Energy is something you can control. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
These guys have made a great case all season long, Shaq. And now they're processing things even faster, making even better decisions. That's impressive.
Yeah, if your front office selected any one of these guys, you could say you won the draft.
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Toronto Raptors.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so here is Toronto. They trail by 14. They've got Dante Exum, and it's Stackhouse in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Unloads, and there's Toronto with another bucket.
And we continue to watch the rise of Ingram. It's a repertoire.
Pass to Jennings. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Ball passes to Ingram. There's a screen. Here's Reeves. The 3 is up. The Pacers pull it in. Varejão's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Jennings' shot is good.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Hendricks. Now here's Ingram. He shoots. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, and Brandon Ingram doesn't get enough credit for his growth as a free throw shooter. He shot below 70% from the line in his first 3 seasons, but since then, he hasn't dipped below 80.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Ingram. Pacers leading by 16. Exum with it. Pass to Jennings. Off target with the 3.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
And here's Ingram. Outside Reeves. Just 4 to shoot. Here's a 3 from Paul. Here's Okafor. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Okafor's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
It's just certain guys have a nose for the basketball. I don't think you teach that. Great second effort there.
Pass to Jennings. There's a screen. Here's Stackhouse. Covered by Ingram. Down low. Here's Varejão. It's rebounded by Hendricks.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Paul drives in. Now here's Ingram. He's got 14. Tries it from 16. It doesn't go for him.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Pass to Exum. Here's Jennings. The shot won't fall. Paul with some nice D. Looking to get back on track. And Stackhouse pulls it down. Stackhouse has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
There's the double team with Okafor. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Ball violation. Jump ball call.
Pass to Jennings. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. And the shot's good.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The 4th spot held by the Pacers.
Let's see if they'll be able to keep scoring at this rate throughout this season. Over the last 10 games, their ability to score in transition has been special.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Pass to Hendricks. And here's Okafor, guarded by Capella. Clock at 6. They set the pick. Barros nails it from beyond the arc. Barros has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. It's always exciting to see a player with the hot hand. Klay Thompson knows a little something about that, and he said it's that flow state that any great athlete or artist, entertainer, tries to get into. The one thing I learned is you can't force those great nights. You have to let them just happen. Back over to you.
I can only imagine what that's like. Thanks a lot, Allie. An open look for Ingram. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds now.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Stackhouse. Drains the triple.
Well, you have to love the size that Dante Exum attacks the point guard position with. He can see over defenders, passing the ball with great confidence.
Pass to Hendricks. Now here's Ingram. Fires from deep. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
For your Indiana Best Mates, everyone. Let's get excited.
for.
Give it up for your first man's KXP.
Pacers leading by 13. And here's Exum. Pass to Jennings. There's a screen. Here's Stackhouse. He's guarded by Barnes. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Barrows passes to Barnes to the paint. Here's Hendricks. Toronto passing it around. From the arc. Indiana with a rebound. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. Exum passes to Jennings. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Outside Barnes. Here's the pick. Inside. Here's Hendricks. And he dunks it down.
Well, you see Scotty Barnes' growth as a passer. Boy, that is an impressive look.
Indiana leading by 14. Pass to Jennings. Off the mark there with a 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Ingram. Barnes a screen. The drive by Ingram. And Barnes the bucket on the assist by Ingram.
We know Scotty Barnes will embrace the physicality. That score is about concentration.
Here's Jennings. He's got 36 points. To the inside. Here's Capella. And a slam dunk by Capella.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Your job is just to stay in front of this guy. Don't blow by.
And Coach Carlisle preaching strong defense there.
Yeah, basic fundamentals. Doesn't want to see anyone on his team get burned on this end.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. So for Toronto right now, we've got Chris Paul. Scotty Barnes is out there with Jakob Poeltl. And it's Barrows in at the 2. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
Find the lane.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
That free throw good from Barnes.
What you love about Scotty Barnes, he can do it all. Score it, board it, pass it.
Exum outside. Pass to Van Horn from deep. Barnes with the rebound. Raptors trail by 11. Here's Barrows. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Varejau's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anderson passes to Varejau. Can't hit from in close. Here's Barrows. Right side, Paul. Outside, Hill. Back to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Indiana leading by 9. Pass to Brown. Puts up a 3. Bullseye! Jaylen Brown!
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Outside Barnes. Back to Paul. Lets a three fly. It's rebounded by Indiana. They led by as many as 18. Shot left block. Van Horn's shot is good. And the Pacers lead by 14.
Well, Jaylen Brown has a ton of upside, and he shows it with his passing ability there.
Here's Barnes. Hauled in by Brown. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Van Horn. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Hill. Driving in. Shot's good by Barros.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Exum passes to Verjao. And here's Anderson. Pass to Exum. Good on the shot.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Change it up. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. He said to them, you guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Pass to Hendricks. The three is up. And again, Toronto, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Jennings passes to Stackhouse. Over to the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Pacers lead by 16.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Paul passes to Reeves. Back to Paul. Wing shot on the way. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Verjao's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Here's Stackhouse. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Pass to Hendricks. Launches a three. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give him that much space.
Here's Jennings. Takes a three. Oh, no good. Here's Hendricks. No good from 3.
Refusing to give up on the glass, Capella truly works for his rebounds.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Raptors trail by 17. Here's Hendricks. Now Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Okafor down low. He's against Capella. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team.
The Pacers are through here. Now, coming into the court. Your Pacers are through. Come on, everyone. Get back. Keep that energy going.
Pacers leading by 15.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Exum up top. Here's Jennings. He's guarded by Paul. Capella! Oh, he missed the jumper. Raptors trail by 15. Ingram deciding where to go with it. It's money from deep.
That's a nice-looking jump shot. Ingram has shortened his motion since entering the league, and it's paying dividends.
Indiana's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. And yes, sir, hits the wide-open J.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Pacers.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year. A line change here for Toronto.
One shot.
Toronto's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Bills against Hill. Oh, it doesn't go.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Here's Pondexter. Outside, Anderson. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Pacers lead by 20.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No.
Their best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. We saw 2. All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Is deep into the year, Greg. Do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason, you could ease back a little minutes-wise, but if you're on the bubble, it is still go time every game.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. They've got Turner. Whiteside is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Mashburn in at the small forward position. Offensive rebound. Whiteside, good.
The 7-footer, Whiteside, using that size and snatching up the offensive board and finding his own opportunity.
Here's McMillan. Outside, Martin. Jordan finds Martin. Clock at 6. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Mashburn. A three-pointer is right on target.
Murray, a big point guard, can see over the defense.
So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against the Clippers. Outside, Martin. To the left wing. Pass to McMillan. There's the triple. Offensive rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Murray. Wembanyama outside. Now here's Turner. Over Martin. Jordan with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's McMillan. Three-pointer. Martin. No good. Shot missing. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Willie Green and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and Coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Murray, good.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Here's McMillan. Outside, Martin. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Phoenix. And this matchup with Las Vegas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team. A longer guard, Murray, 6'5", learning how to use that size around the rim.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. The Suns, number one.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Las Vegas trails by 4. Out to the right wing. McMillan against Murray. McMillan passes to Coleman. Here's McMillan. Las Vegas needs to get off a shot. Martin from outside. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Knocks down the 3-ball. Ashburn's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
So it's Las Vegas now. After the three-pointer from Evan Turner. Martin wide open. He fires. And another 3 for Las Vegas.
And I love the competitive nature that Martin has, nailing that comeback 3 with some flair.
Murray, the pass to Mashburn. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's McMillan. Outside Martin. And it's off from 3-point range. Phoenix leading by 4. Wembanyama passes to Murray. Here's Mashburn. It's up a 3. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's McMillan. 3-pointer. Martin hits it from 3-point range. 12 points for him.
And I like the confidence of Martin in his mechanics, able to quickly get that shot off.
Jordan Ott. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Scotty's checked in for Las Vegas. Price comes in for McMillan. Here we are, 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. You take a look at the Suns. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And checking out Las Vegas, right now, quite a ways down below.
And I think for the Suns,
they're in good position, firmly in the playoff picture. They don't have to worry about the play-in scenario at this point, and that's how they want to keep it.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm getting them hyped for the game, and it gets me going, too. Back to you, Kevin.
All about that connection. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. So it's Las Vegas now. The Suns getting the bucket. Bounce pass, Price. The shot by Martin. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. Martin's got 14.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
It's Grimes on the wing. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Jordan.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jordan sets the pick for Martin. Again, Las Vegas scores.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
Williams looking over the floor. Lets the three fly, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Suns ahead, up 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on.
And in addition, their three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
Price is out there with Moses Moody. Then it's Labissiere. Then there's Scott. And it's Pfizer in at the 4. And for Phoenix, McDaniels is out there with Sally. Then it's Williams. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's Mashburn in at the small 4. And for Las Vegas, we've got Labissiere. Moody is out there with Price. Then there's Scott. And it's Pfizer in at the 4.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere. You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Back to Williams. Here's Mashburn. Offline with his 3. And here's Price. He brings it up for Las Vegas. Trailing by 5. Moody the pass to Price. Outside, Scott pass to Labissiere. Good.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So for the Suns, Whiteside's checked in for Sally, and it's Wembanyama in for McDaniels. Suns leading by 3. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Wembanyama. And the Suns miss again. To Las Vegas, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's McMillan. Labissiere with the screen for Martin. A shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Martin's got 19 points. Now you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Well, second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Pass to Martin. Here's McMillan. McMillan a screen on Whiteside. Here he goes. And Labissiere throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Mashburn. He's got 12. And Benyama outside. From outside, off the mark. Las Vegas, they've gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Pass to McMillan. Over Williams. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
And now a look at Victor Wembanyama here. Since the All-Star break, he's been putting in work. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Some changes for Phoenix. Turner comes in for Quentin Grimes. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Darren Williams. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's the screen. That's a 2 from Martin. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Martin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Martin knows this is what the team is counting on for him. Finding good looks.
And Benyama outside. The shot by Turner no good.
I mean, that's the shot to take. He just couldn't get it to go.
And stolen by Wembanyama. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Las Vegas has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's McMillan. Pass to Ogman. This one for 3. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. And Murray's got the ball here for the Suns. Here's Mashburn. The 3. Rebounded by Coleman. Coleman's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's McMillan. Martin the pass to Jordan. Over Whiteside. Las Vegas again missing.
Just tremendous defense right there. Applying the pressure.
Turner for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 5 here tonight.
You know, I think Murray is at his best when he's unselfish, looking to create for others.
Here's McMillan. Outside, Martin. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Tries it from 19. Again, Phoenix.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Outside, Martin. Pass to Coleman. Over to the wing. Outside, Martin. Shot clock at 6. Turner against Martin. Shots good by Turner. Turner's got the lead up to 7 now for Phoenix.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
36 seconds left in the second quarter. Martin with the bucket.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Now here's Murray. Mashburn. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Mashburn's got 15 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Turner against Martin. For the 3, and stolen by Whiteside. And so it's the Phoenix Suns bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
You know, for the Suns, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Phoenix Suns.
Hey, living in the paint is good living. Take it from me.
Yeah, this team doesn't settle. They're aggressive and they're physical. It's impressive to watch.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Really an incredible game from Kevin Martin.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Suns leading by 7. On the court for the Suns, Evan Turner is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Mashburn in at the 3 spot.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Here's McMillan. There's the screen. Pass to Coleman. Here's Augman. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McMillan. That 3 off the mark. Well, Phoenix shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Murray, the pass to Wembanyama. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 7th assist in the game.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Martin from outside gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Martin. Launches a 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Martin's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Las Vegas. Murray with it. Here's Mashburn. Another 3 for Phoenix.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's McMillan. It's a 10-point game. And it's Martin that time on the assist by McMillan. McMillan's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And Murray's got the ball here for Phoenix. Pass to Mashburn. Fires from deep. Another three for Phoenix.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And now a look at who's been leading the NBA in rebounding since the All-Star break. The fourth spot held by Hassan Whiteside.
He has taken his rebounding very seriously since the break. It's really paid off for him and his team.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. McMillan against Murray. Outside, Martin drills the three-pointer. Martin's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Back to Murray. Wembanyama finds Murray to the wing right side. 6 to shoot. Whiteside sets the pick for Wembanyama. Out of bounds, Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Looking now at some numbers for Hassan Whiteside. Right wing. Four on the clock. Out to the right wing. Lets it fly from 18.
And he's just so mobile for his size. That's a big part of the value Jordan has at the defensive end. When he's on you, he's too hard to shake, and he had an impact on that shot for sure.
Wembanyama passes to Murray. Back to Wembanyama. The tray. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Here's McMillan. That's a 2 from Martin. Again, Las Vegas score.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Mashburn. Connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. That's it, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Martin. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
to see numbers for Hassan Whiteside. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And as you said, one rung below the leader in block shots. Tremendous motor. He's simply been destroying opponents in the lane. Murray, the pass to Wembanyama. Murray dishes to Turner. And it's good, 2 points. Turner's got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Pass to McMillan from outside the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Whiteside's got 8 rebounds in this game. Turner finds Murray. Here's Mashburn. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Martin, the pass to McMillan. They set the pick. Back to Martin. From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Mashburn. And again for 3.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in. And Willie Green wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. 4th, the Suns.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
.103 left in the third quarter. Price outside. Outside, Martin. Clock at 6. Labissiere with the screen for Martin. Back to Price. From downtown. Excellent D there from Williams. Suns leading by 15. McDaniels with the ball. Now guarded by Labissiere. Williams passes to Sally. They double him with Price. Takes a 3. A shot by Wilson. No good. Las Vegas, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Price outside. Now, here's Moody. He's guarded closely. And Scott has it in the corner. And here's Price for 3. That shot missing. And so it's Phoenix. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Scott is out there with Moody. Then it's Martin. Then there's Price. And it's Martin missing. And here's Phoenix. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Mashburn, the pass to McDaniel. And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, you can't sleep on McDaniel's athleticism if you're the defense. At 6'9", he can absolutely hammer it home.
Now, here's Price. Outside, Martin. Pass to Labissiere. Back to Martin. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Martin's got 41.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Here's Sally. Here's Mashburn. Lets it fly. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Price passes to Labissiere. And Scott has it in the corner. McDaniel's on the wing. Defended by Labissiere. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Jordan's checked in for Las Vegas. Whiteside's checked in for the Suns. Victor Wembanyama comes in for McDaniels. Las Vegas trails by 17. Pass to Moody. It's Martin on the wing. And here is Scott, defended by Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. Down low. The kick out to Scott. Over Wembanyama. Las Vegas again missing.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
Turner's checked in for the Suns. DeJounte Murray comes in for Williams. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so Price will bring it up for Las Vegas. 19-point game. Martin against Turner. Martin, the pass to Jordan. It's good.
Sets and slips with the best. I mean, DJ mastered pick and roll action back in his days with the Clippers playing with CP3.
Now here's Murray. And Wembanyama outside. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Suns leading by 19 points. Mashburn, the pass to Murray. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Good on the 3-point shot.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
Pass to Moody. And here's Martin. Shoots. Nails the wide open jump shot. Martin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Now here is Martin. Right side Scott. And stolen by Wembanyama. Murray, the pass to Mashburn. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Outside, Martin. Jordan sets the screen for Martin, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Well, believe it or not, that's only his first turnover. Taking care of the ball.
Phoenix, leading by 22. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's ready to talk things through with them. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Jamal Mashburn.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Las Vegas on D. And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
So it's Las Vegas now, following the miss by Hassan Whiteside.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Suns leading by 20. Outside Turner. Murray outside.
Las Vegas foul call. Nate McMillan. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Mashburn.
Get there, get there.
And he makes that one.
Jamal Mashburn.
Mashburn's got 38 points.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Outside Martin. Again, Las Vegas score.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
There's the steal. Now Las Vegas moving it up.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Suns.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall. Can't get it to go. Las Vegas has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Oh, and wide open, nails the jam. Phoenix controlling this game. 22 is their biggest lead. Fires the three. Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Outside Martin. from past the arc, and it's rebounded by Mashburn.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
A nice shot by Jordan.
And the shooting percentage Jordan records from here is insane. If you get him the ball in a good spot, he usually finishes.
Now Murray. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Jamal Mashburn.